Hello, young man. Let's take a walk through the streets of Gotham, a city that has seen its fair share of darkness and despair. But even in the midst of all this chaos, there is a beacon of hope, a symbol of resilience and determination. And that, my friend, is the story of how I, a man who has faced unimaginable loss and frustration, have managed to build a strong and healthy sense of self-esteem. As you navigate the complexities of life, you will inevitably face setbacks and failures. It's how you respond to these challenges that will define your character and shape your future. You see, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that we must be perfect, that we must never fail. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion, and failure is an inevitable part of growth. I remember the day my parents were taken from me, the feeling of helplessness and despair that consumed me. It was a defining moment in my life, one that could have easily broken me. But I chose to use that pain as fuel, to drive me forward and to push me to become the best version of myself. As I walked through the dark alleys of Gotham, I realized that I was not alone in my struggles. There were others out there, struggling to make sense of their own lives, struggling to find their place in the world. And that's when it hit me. The importance of building a strong sense of self-esteem. You see, self-esteem is not just about feeling good about yourself. It's about believing in your worth, your value, and your abilities. It's about recognizing that you are capable of overcoming any obstacle, no matter how daunting it may seem. And it's about being kind to yourself, about treating yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I build this sense of self-esteem? How do I overcome the negative self-talk and the self-doubt that seems to creep in whenever I'm faced with a challenge? Well, my friend, it's quite simple, really. It starts with self-awareness, with recognizing your strengths and your weaknesses. It starts with setting realistic goals and working towards them, one step at a time. It's about celebrating your successes, no matter how small they may seem, and learning from your failures. It's about surrounding yourself with positive influences, with people who believe in you and your abilities. And it's about being kind to yourself, about treating yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. But here's the thing. Building self-esteem is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process. It's a journey, not a destination. And it's a journey that requires effort, dedication, and perseverance. You see, the moment you think you've arrived, the moment you think you've finally figured it out, is the moment you begin to slide backwards. So, how do you stay on track? How do you keep moving forward, even when the road ahead seems uncertain? Well, my friend, it starts with self-reflection. It starts with taking the time to think about your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. It starts with recognizing your strengths and your weaknesses, and working to improve them. It's about setting goals and working towards them, one step at a time. And it's about celebrating your successes, no matter how small they may seem. You see, the key to building self-esteem is to focus on the present moment, to focus on what you can control. It's about letting go of the past and the future, and living in the here and now. Now, I know that this is easier said than done. I know that it's easy to get caught up in the idea that we must be perfect, that we must never fail. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion, and failure is an inevitable part of growth. So, instead of focusing on perfection, focus on progress. Focus on the small steps you can take each day to move closer to your goals. And when you do fail, and you will fail, don't be too hard on yourself. Remember that failure is an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember that every successful person has experienced failure along the way. And remember that you are not alone, that there are people out there who believe in you and your abilities. As you navigate the complexities of life, you will inevitably face setbacks and challenges, but it's how you respond to these challenges that will define your character and shape your future. You have the power to choose how you respond, to choose how you think and feel. And that, my friend, is the greatest power of all. So, I want to leave you with a challenge today. I want to challenge you to take control of your thoughts and your feelings. I want to challenge you to focus on the present moment, to focus on what you can control. And I want to challenge you to be kind to yourself, to treat yourself with the same compassion and understanding that you would offer to a close friend. Remember, building self-esteem is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process that requires effort, dedication, and perseverance. But the rewards are well worth it. The rewards are a sense of confidence, a sense of self-worth, and a sense of purpose. And if you're struggling to find your purpose, if you're struggling to find your place in the world, just remember that you are not alone. There are people out there who care about you, who believe in you, and who want to help. And there are resources available to you, resources that can help you build a strong and healthy sense of self-esteem. So, don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And don't be afraid to take the first step, to take that initial step towards building a stronger, healthier you. You got this, my friend. You have the power to choose how you think and feel, and you have the power to create the life you want, the life you deserve. And if you feel this talk helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. And if you want to be a more grateful person, you can donate on the Patreon account. Link on description. See you soon, friend.